Hi everyone, and welcome to the Document Filters Features Preview. I'm Nabi, the product manager for Document Filters, and we'll be going over some enhancements in the 25.3 release. So before we dive into details, let's quickly touch on what we'll see today. So first, we'll explore OCR of embedded images in text documents. So this feature allows Document Filters to unlock text inside screenshots, diagrams, and other visuals so that information can be preserved and used in downstream workflows. Next, we'll cover HL7 medical record processing. This enhancement makes it possible to automatically detect HL7 records and transform them into usable formats while maintaining fidelity. And finally, we'll look at improved detection for inner border tables in PDFs. This capability strengthens our ability to capture structured data from documents that previously would have been difficult to process accurately. Together, these updates represent important steps in making more of your content accessible, trustworthy, and ready for AI and more. So first, we have the new OCR of embedded images in text documents. What this means is that document filters can now extract text, not just from a text-based document itself, but it will use OCR to also extract the text from images that are part of that document. Think screenshots in a Word document, diagrams with labels, or other inline visuals. So when we capture that text, it isn't just pulled out separately. It gets reinserted back into the document exactly where it was. So the layout and context are preserved. So this capability is available across a wide set of formats, including email, Office files, design documents, and more, with other formats planned as well. And it's worth mentioning that using our OCR integration, you can choose any text extraction product you want, whether that's an OCR library or service, or even an LLM. Now, why does this actually matter? For many downstream uses like AI workflows, content transformation, or search, those embedded images used to be blind spots. Important information was essentially locked away inside the image. But by unlocking that content, you get more complete and accurate data. Now, let's see how this feature actually works. So this is just a regular Word document. And then you can see here, we have an embedded image of a table in that document. So we're going to use our standard doc to text to convert this document to a PDF while indicating that we want OCR inline images. We'll then take a look at that PDF and we will highlight that embedded image. We will highlight the text that we pulled out of that embedded table. And we see that it's actually located where the table was originated. So using this new feature allows anyone to be able to extract all visible text from documents and keep all relevant context, since the text keeps its positional awareness. Now, let's talk about HL7 medical records. Document filters can now automatically detect HL7 medical records and convert them into both Markdown and HD outputs, while keeping the original structure and semantics intact. That means the segment order, field groupings, and overall format are preserved exactly as in the source record. HL7 is one of the most widely used healthcare data formats, but it can be very complex and difficult to parse. Integrating HL7 content into analytics or AI workflows often required manual pre-processing or one-off tools to handle just these messages. With this new Doc Filters update, clinical data can flow directly into AI, analytics, and other workflow pipelines with ease. And because the original format is preserved, organizations can trust the data for regular environments and critical decision making. Now let's see what we can do with HL7 messages. So this is just a regular HL7 message. Absolutely terrible to look at. Not really meant to be read like this. Using doc filters, we can convert this mess to readable markdown, so it can be used by things like AI systems, so they can easily understand the content. Now, let's say you want a person to actually be able to read that HL7 message. When doc filters converts it to any of our HG formats, we create a structure that makes it really straightforward to read. We'll create a table of contents, split up each message into its own section, and then give them their own tables as well. Simple, easy to read, and no changes required to any current implementations to be able to utilize. Now, let's look at an improvement that makes a big difference in real-world document processing. Many PDFs contain tables that are formatted with only inner borders, without any outer border. While these tables are perfectly readable to a person, they can be difficult for extraction tools to recognize reliably. In the past, this often meant incomplete or inconsistent data, and in some cases, tables were missed entirely. So with this release, Doc Filters includes enhanced detection for these inner border tables. It now recognizes them consistently across PDF outputs and extraction workflows, preserving the structure and ensuring that no valuable data get left behind. And the impact is significant. Structured data extraction becomes far more accurate, which means analytics, reporting, and AI models can be trusted to reflect the full picture. This reduces blind spots that can lead to flawed decisions or missed opportunities. And just as important, it minimizes the manual intervention that teams previously had to spend fixing extraction errors or reformatting tables. That translates to time saved, reduced costs, and greater confidence in automated processes. So here we have a PDF that contains a table formatted with only inner borders. Notice that there are no outer lines framing the table. So to regular people, this is easy to read and understand the structure, but historically, extraction tools often struggle to recognize this as a table. Now with the improved detection in doc filters, let's process this PDF. So here you can see the extracted markdown representation of the same table. All rows and columns are preserved and the structure is accurate, even though the original table only had inner borders. So this means the table is not just visible, but now machine readable. It's ready for downstream use cases. So that's all we had for this video, and I hope you enjoyed this discussion about some of the new features we are bringing you with this release. As we continue to evolve and enhance document filters, we're committed to continuously improving our tools to better meet your needs. Your feedback is invaluable in shaping the future of our product, and we encourage you to keep sharing your thoughts and suggestions with us. For more information on this release and how to implement the new functionality, please check out our blog post at the link on the screen. You can also find detailed documentation and resources about document filters by searching for Hyland Document Filters at the location shown. GitHub contains sample code and packages for various platforms, while NuGet provides an easy way to integrate doc filters. Explore our demo videos and release previews on YouTube, and find doc filters on the AWS Partner Network, or visit hyland.com for additional details and resources. Thanks for listening.